So happy to be here. Thanks for coming out tonight. So I came out as gay when I was 57 years old. Oh, God, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Listen, I gotta tell you, living as my true, authentic self is awful. I was 57 years old. I had to come out to my kids. They were teenagers. They already didn't like me. I was so nervous. I was like, kids, daddy's gay. And they were like, oh my God, big deal. Everyone's dad is gay now. So now I'm 63. I've been dealing with this for a little while. Let me tell you what it's been like. Learning how to be gay as a senior citizen is like learning how to do anything as a senior citizen. You're never gonna any good at it. I mean, have you ever seen an old guy learning how to ski? That's me. I am stuck on the bunny slope of gay. I've got friends. They've been gaying since they were 12. They're experts. They're double black diamond gays. These guys, they can go down on anything. You know, I read that it takes 10,000 hours to master a new skill. I don't have 10,000 hours to live. I think I shouted that too loud. I scared myself. Anyways, you know, and so I go to my first Pride parade, disaster. I mean, my young gay friends, they try to help me. They outfit me in a leather harness. I love that that's a punchline. And they're like, Richard, that is going to give you pride. It gave me a rash. And then that gay pride parade, it was insane. There's this big guy with a beard. He's just like tossing out free gay party drugs. I go up to him, I'm like, excuse me, may I have a meth? He takes one look at me. He hands me a Motrin. And then there's this float with the hot go-go boys, and I want to go up there. I mean, who wouldn't? And I'm like, hey guys, can I come up there with you? And they said, who invited the rabbi? Oh, I know. Rabbis can be hot. and then that pride parade, 6 hours. 6 hours. I marched for 6 hours. I went there to get a boyfriend. I got plantar fasciitis. And then I go on the gay dating apps, you know. These things are designed for young people. You're supposed to flirt with text messages. I mean, I was never good at flirting to begin with, but text messages, this young guy sends me his opening line, what's up? I'm like, interest rates? So I sent him a great article from The Economist, and he replied, send dick pic. And I was like, well, I don't have one. So I sent him an ultrasound from my urologist. And then I have a date with this guy. He doesn't show up. You cannot do that to a boomer. I mean, are there any boomers here besides me? We don't get out much anymore. But let me, history lesson. In my day, if you don't show up for something, everyone else thinks that you died, okay? And so I was really worried about this guy. I called 911. What's your emergency? My date never showed up. Sir, you were ghosted. Ghosted? So he is dead. And then gay sex, yeah, we're arriving to this point. So I was freaked out because I'd never done it. 57 years old, never done it. I go to a sex therapist and I ask the guy, doesn't it like hurt? And he tells me, well, Richard, you just gotta learn to relax yourself. You know, like when you go to the bathroom. And I'm like, oh, so during sex, I should be doing the crossword? So now we've arrived at gay porn. Yeah, we've gotten there. All right, so let's talk about it. So there's a genre in gay porn designed specifically for guys my age. It's old guys having sex with really hot young guys, and the young guys appear to be enjoying themselves. Those porn companies, they're evil, right? They're exploiting those tender old men. They pump these poor guys full of Viagra and false hope. There's a scene, there's this guy, he was being whipped. That guy is someone's grandpa. He should be at home eating soup and watching CNN. Now, if I was on porn set, like that would happen. Let's fantasize, go with me here. So I'm surrounded by 20 naked Timothée Chalamet types. And I'm like, okay, boys, time to live out my wildest fantasy. I'm taking a nap. So, also Jewish, in case you didn't know from looking at me, which we're gonna get to. Also Jewish and gay, both difficult, but the more difficult one, it's Jewish. Because as a gay guy, I can pass for straight. I did it 57 years. But this, never gonna pass for Protestant. I mean, I've got the look, the Jewish look, we've all got it. I mean, when I'm back home in Brooklyn, anyone there can open up my phone with Face ID. And there's a reason for the Jewish look. It's because we all come from the same village in Eastern Europe 1,000 years ago. 300 Jews in the entire world, all in this village, and every one of those villagers balding, nearsighted, and pre-med. And then 1,000 years go by, and Jews marry Jews, and Jews marry Jews, and the end of all of that, what do you get? Bernie Sanders. So I got my DNA tested. Like, why? I know what I am. So the results comes back, and of course, 100% anxious. It's true. I am so pure. I'm such a pure person. I am like a purebred exotic dog. I'm a Pomeranian. Okay. I'm small. I'm hairy. I've got sinus issues. I mean, and like all purebred dogs, I'm supposed to only mate with my own kind. But if you're not Jewish and you're sniffing around my butt, I can make an exception. Sorry to have delivered that to you over there. I'm just looking like, who am I going to say this to? Oh my God, I got lost there. Oh, chosen people, that's what we are. So the reason, Jews are supposed to marry only other Jews, and that's a religious rule for us. It keeps us the chosen people. And I'm like, so what exactly is this chosen for? You want to know? Bookkeeping. So when Jews marry Jews, you get someone like me, but every once in a while, Jews marry non-Jews, it happens, and then you get someone like Scarlett Johansson, half Jewish. Talk about chosen. Oh, you want to know who else is half Jewish? Harrison Ford, Daniel Radcliffe, Timothée Chalamet, half Jewish. That guy is a twink Jew. Do you know how rare that is? It took 6,000 years to figure out how to make one. So, I may not have a youth on my side or defined abs or a reliable digestive system. But you do what I do. This is for you guys, this section now. You know what I do have? A 401k. Yes. Been a doctor for a long time, but just about to retire, and the thing I'm going to miss most about my profession, besides you all, is my lab coat, my white lab coat. Because when I put that thing on, instant respect. Hospital pharmacy in my lab coat. Oh, doctor, come to the front. We know you're busy. But at CVS Pharmacy, dressed like this, sir, the hemorrhoid cream is on aisle 4. So I wear my lab coat everywhere. Fancy restaurant, they let me in. Jury duty, they let me out. My Grindr profile picture, I'm in my lab coat. And yes, they let me in. Sorry, I'm looking at you. During sex, I won't look at you for this one. During sex, I'm in my lab coat because when I play doctor, I play doctor. So as some people here know, I am an anesthesiologist, which means I am a legal drug dealer. Yes, right? I mean, if you're gonna party with me, we're gonna be doing it scientifically. everything I have, top shelf, FDA approved. Say you want to party hard, dabble in some S&M, maybe try out some asphyxia. Ketamine, yeah. You do not need a safe word with me. I will be measuring your oxygen levels as I vacuum seal you into latex. So my S&M side hustle totally taken off. You guys didn't know about this. Totally taken off. I'm so booked out, but you guys have been so great. Find me outside after the show, and I'm sure we can work something out. Thank you so much, Richard Snyder.